Guys! Guys!
Hey! There y'all are. Good, exactly where I left you. I was starting to get worried y'all might have run off somewhere. Listen, howdy folks, how are you doing? My name is Rees. Welcome back to another episode of our Tekkit Classic Reborn Let's Play adventure. Today's the day we're gonna get started on the massive Let's Build project that's going to close out this series and bring us to Tekkit Classic 2.1. Tekkit Classic Reborn, TCR if you will. Reborn 2.1. It's pretty exciting. It's gonna be a pretty exciting day. I've got planned. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at a couple of tools I need to do the build, and then we're going to take a look at some sketches I'm working on for what it's all going to look like, to give you a bit of a teaser of what I'm doing. So, without any further ado, first off, let's keep you all out of the pantry, get you to the office, and we'll get to work in-game, shall we? Actually, we're mostly going to be using vanilla tools for this entire build, as well as vanilla materials, because when we move the world over, I'm not sure which new mods we're going to have, and whether or not they'll have different item numbers, so we're just going to go straight vanilla with the build, using vanilla tools, but there's two modded things that we're going to need in order to clear out the basement, and of course, you gotta have a basement to have an evil layer. Did we mention that yet? But just disregard that. So the very first thing we're gonna have to build is the destruction catalyst, which will allow us to destroy things. And you gotta have Mobius fuel for this, which needs alchemical coal, which needs regular coal, which means we're gonna have to hop down here and use our Philosopher's Stone with our bog standard coal. Where did I get all this coal? I got all of our, well, not all of our EMC, but most of the EMC out of here. I also did a bit of mining, so we'd have some more raw resources. We're not going to throw those into the transmutation table, though, because, of course, we only get 1/4 of the EMC back unless you build the 4th tier transmutation table. I will not lie with you. I did not know that. There's a lot of things that have changed since the version 1. What am I playing on right now? I don't know. No, this is 1.10, but there's a lot that's changed in Project E since I used it in 1.7. There's been a learning curve that I did not prepare for. But that's good. It's good that we had these few episodes here in 2.0 to prepare for that. So when we go into 2.1, I'll actually know what I'm doing. Also, I've slowed myself down to 1 video a week. Or 1 video a day, I should say, instead of 2 videos a day. So I'll actually have time to sit down and focus on how things will get better quality videos. None of that's relevant to what we're doing. 4 coal to get alchemical coal, 4 alchemical coal to get Mobius fuel. We're obviously going to need quite a bit of that, so we'll get more. There we go. They got the 4 of those, which is how many we needed, maybe, but also maybe we need more for the TNT here. So maybe I should have just gone ahead and made like that much, but then also made this much. But then, no, hold on. I've messed everything up. Is 8 enough? No, because, yeah, that's actually exactly what we needed, if I'm not mistaken. TNT? Have we built that yet? I don't think we have. Okay, well, dadgummit, I bet you I don't have the raw materials for it either, so we'll just get sand and gunpowder out of here. And, goodness me, I wish I'd known some of these things. I wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then. I wish I could start this whole thing over again. Now, I'm not saying that you would ever be true. Oh, look at that. That gives you... Okay, so we didn't. We only... I just don't want to know how it ends. You'd still have my heart in the palm of your hand. I'd still look like a fool in front of your friends. What happened to the diamond pick? Someone mentioned that they didn't see my diamond pickaxe. Oh! Of course. Okay, I was trying to figure out what happened to it as well. The diamond pickaxe we used for the obsidian was destroyed. We used it in episode 0. Because someone commented, was like, that's real suspicious that you have obsidian, but you don't have a diamond pickaxe. I'm like, I had one. That's obviously what happened to it, episode 0. So, we got the destruction catalyst. Can't use it, though, without a power source. Well, I mean, if we just have, like, glowstone or coal in our inventory, which we do, we could totally use it. So, just look at the ground, right-click, look at that. A booyah. I say a booyah. Pretty handy right there. You can use just a coal or redstone or Mobius fuel to fuel it. Cost per use is 8. It has no stored EMC. I don't know what it consumed to make that happen. It must have consumed something from somewhere, though, so something up here is missing now. You can, of course, tap V to charge it up and make a big old hole in the ground, which we're not going to do. So Shift V to lower it. You got to be careful with this thing. You can destroy your base with it. Anyway, we don't want to carry around. Actually, I guess we do. I was going to be able to climb the star, but now that I'm thinking about it, If this only generates 1/4 EMC... Well, you know what? Let's do a test. That's what we're going to do. So here's the thing. If we only get 1/4 of the EMC we throw in here, meaning this will probably give us nothing. Okay, it gave us 1. But what if we do it again? What if we take another 1 and we put it in there? Yeah, okay, so it didn't give us back 1. I'm going to need that dirt back, though. I don't want to put a Klein star in here and then fill it with energy if we're going to lose 1/4 of the energy. We'd be better off just keeping coal and things up here, maybe. But let's just build a Klein star anyway, because why not? Life is short. Build a Klein star. Get a diamond and some more Mobius fuel, now a diamond. I don't have enough EMC for. I could either go and dig a bunch of diamonds, or I could sacrifice 4 pieces of gold. Not gonna do it in here, though. Gonna do it right down here, where we won't lose anything. And there we go, got our diamond. Mobius fuel we'll need more of. Is this all shapeless? Is that what this is? It'd be great if this was all shapeless, because that means I could just do that. Yeah, it's all shapeless. Great. I wish somehow I didn't know now what I didn't know then. Yeah, I wish somehow I didn't know now what I didn't know then. So I'm going to take everything out of here, including this, hold on, what's more practical? Charcoal, the fuel source. And then we'll get, I don't know, dirt. Seems good. Just give me 10 pieces of dirt. So this thing is completely empty. Yeah, well, good, it's learned that recipe. So 4 of these would equal 1 EMC in here. But what if I have the Klein star ready? Will it directly transfer that EMC over to the Klein star? Okay, so the Klein star has 1 EMC. But that doesn't answer my question. If I put 1 more in there. Alright, this seems to be working so far. So now it has 4 EMC. Let's step it up a notch. Let's take something that has 64 EMC. There it is. Boom! Alright, so we can load it up like that. The problem is if you take that back out of there and you do that. 64, 120... Wait, what? Wait, no. That worked. 192, 256. Hey, it's scaling, guys. It's scaling correctly. We're going to get to 1024. Why is it scaling correctly? I don't understand. Load this puppy up. Well, but it doesn't scale correctly. No, it does scale correctly with dirt. Hold on a minute. Maybe it doesn't... See, this is why I should look into mods before I speculate. Let's take our sand, though. And if we put sand in there one at a time... Alright, see what I... Okay. So we got 2 EMC, and we can take that back out. But what if I throw 2 of them in there together? 2 EMC, okay. What if I shift-click them in there? Nothing. What if I took 4? Nothing. Nothing. Shift-clicking them in there does nothing. Except lose us EMC. This works fine. That's perfect. We're getting a perfect 1-to-1 there. What if I shift-click them out, though? Like, okay, so we should get 10 pieces of dirt? Yeah? That does it. Where's the Google? Look, I've just Googled all up and down on the internet looking for all kinds of keywords about these different MK models. MK2, MK3, MK4. I have discovered nothing. There's no documentation on these things. So I'm just left to assume that... I don't know what! I don't know what to assume! I've got 12 sand here. I can drop it all in there and get 12 EMC, but if I shift-click 10 dirt in there, I get nothing. Nothing back. Same here. Look, let's get all that EMC back out of there. We'll get some sticks. Why not? Look, a coal, 2 coal, 3 coal, 4 coal. Put a whole bunch of coal in there, but if I shift-click the coal in there, we only get half. That was half, wasn't it? All right. So the total is 3, 4, 5, 6. It's exactly what we got. But what if we mix it with this? Oh, yeah, it checks out. Add another 6,000? I don't understand anymore. Everything I thought I knew was apparently a lie. Look, I can't honestly say that I care. So long as this all works. And of course we can put the Klein star in there. It'll load up the EMC. So now we've got plenty of EMC here for our destruction cat. Wait, hold on! I've got a lot of mixed information on this from people. Some people said I just couldn't shift-click in there because that would only give me 1/4 EMC. Well, no, some people said don't shift-click in there. And so far I can tell you right now that that does seem to be an issue. because we got next to nothing for that. But sometimes it looks like it's just giving us a quarter of the EMC, right? So a quarter of... How much is this? Well, it's 1. So if we put in 4, that should give us an EMC. That gave us nothing. Should we try it again with, let's say, 6 of them? Still nothing. But the whole stack gives us full EMC. So what's the point? If sometimes you don't get any EMC, or sometimes you only get a quarter of the EMC by shift-clicking it in there, but you always get all the EMC by dropping the whole stack, then what's to just stop people from dropping the whole stack? What does the big guy don't get it? In any case, we now have a client start. Look at this. We can start clearing out the floor because, like I said, we don't want to use any sort of modded items on the floor because we don't know if we're going to be able to take these with us in the new pack. We might not have marble, or if we do have marble, it'll be a different type of marble. Again, be very, very careful with your destruction catalysts. You could easily ruin everything. For a demonstration, though, tap V, and boom, makes it much bigger. I don't want to do that again because then I'll be stuck down here, but you get the idea. It can go up to, actually, you know what? Why not? Again, hashtag Team YOLO swag. If we tap it a couple more times, I believe this will go 64 blocks. If not, then 32, but I'm pretty sure 64. Give me someplace safe to stand. Yeah. How about that? Pretty good, eh? So that's how we're going to be clearing out the space underneath the house. Also, I should probably fill in this hole in the floor. Alright, well, without further ado, let's talk about the design. Now, as I have never once in my life sat down to plan one of these beforehand, I didn't have any paper, so a napkin will do just fine. I got out my Sharpie ink pen, which, don't worry, it did bleed through, but I was able to clean it off the Talonbreck Freedom Desk, where I'm doing this drawing here. It's all fine. I started designing. I decided I wanted to pitch the roof like we've had done in previous series. Maybe add a chimney. Probably not, though. I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. How do you make the smoke come out the top? I don't know. One thing I want to do for sure is build a great big wall around my land to keep out all of the monsters so we can build in safety. Now, by monsters, of course, I mean the bloodthirsty zombies and skeletons that want to eat our flesh, and the explosive, devastating creepers that want to ruin all of our fun, and more importantly, the most devilish of all monsters, the sissy crybaby CNN reporters. Aww. With the designs done, I think we're ready to begin building. So yeah, I think that'll probably do it. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this one, and you folks will be able to see it in a couple of days. Should be good. Until then, thank y'all for watching. God bless you, and we'll see you later. Bye.